riding in the bouncy house, reading books, going down the big slide. One of the favorite parts of the school year is when a giant slide blew up and we could go down it and got ball. Those are the favorite parts of the year, and also recess. Yes. And also math is the favorite part of my favorite. My favorite is recess and field day. On TV. My favorite part of the school year was learning about was going on the giant slide and also learning about secret stories. 1, 2, 3, go!
All right.
Participating in Cinderella was definitely the best part of my year. I think my favorite part of the year was probably homecoming when we got to do the Spirit Week and all the games and get to go to the games. The dance too was also really fun.
My favorite part of the year was being a stunt double for Katie as the godmother.
I loved all the sports and activities that we had. It was very fun.
Yeah, I liked learning golf this year.
I felt like a really strong connection with the faculty and the teachers, and I felt like I always had somebody to reach out to.
There was a lot more student appreciation, especially with our Student Appreciation Day. So many things, and Mr. Brown praying with us every day before class, and Mr. Fitz constantly asking us in the hallway if we're doing okay, and catching up with Mr. Alleman. We've just felt really close with them.
Blue Ridge.
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was a good one. It was nice.
It felt really good.
It was nice to just demolish them.
Yeah.
Go Warriors!
It's exciting to have a normal year. It's neat to see that the kids are happy to be here, and so every day that they're happy is a win.
They have learned to write so wonderfully. We've made some memories the other day, and they were writing with such wonderful adjectives and vivid verbs, and would love if you could just read them all. They were just so great.
And just to see the general growth in these kids, not only academically, but also spiritually. And one of the biggest wins for me today, this is May the 16th, my seniors asked me just a day or two ago, the first time in 21 years, if they could take me to lunch.
We had live and in-person arts from K to 12. That was a huge win for the school this year, live performances.
It's been a great year to be a Warrior. We've watched our athletic teams just excel on the field. We've been in person in the classrooms and having field trips.
Wins that come to my mind, I just love the senior class. Every day I looked forward to my mornings with them, my time with them, following up with them in hallways, seeing them around. So huge shout out to the senior class this year.
When teaching through the book of John, just seeing some of the stories that came alive, like the woman at the well and Lazarus being raised from the dead, there were just moments where you just really knew that the kids were connecting.
I saw, I think, a lot of interaction between grade levels. I also have seen many interactions between teachers and their students. I think there's been a lot of relationship building. I think that's a real big win.
Peggy, it is really hard to think of anyone that can replace you. The many years you've been here, you've established an outstanding library program. You've given our kids a love for reading and a passion for what's new in the library. Thank you very much. And be praying for another Peggy for us. As much as you are irreplaceable, we sure hope God does bring us someone just like you.
Mrs. Bell is a great librarian teacher. She's really good at reading. She helps me find the books I like to read. She helps me find books, and she's really kind.
Hey, Miss Bell, we have loved having you in the library. I love how you read to the kids. They enjoy coming. I love how you order books that we've asked for and find just what we want, or if we want a book, we can text you or email you and you'll get the book that we want. Just thank you so much for helping us learn to love to read.
Mrs. Bell was a very great teacher. She was extremely kind. I loved it when she read the books to us.
I've known Mrs. Bell for a long time, and for the longest time, like every single year I was at Grace, I've just always known her to be a really awesome and nice person, and she's always been very kind to me, and whenever I've stayed after school, I've had long conversations with her, and she's just a really cool person.
Mrs. Bell, thank you so much for all that you've done for our students. You've encouraged their love of reading, and as we know, that is one of the greatest gifts we can give them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Bell. We'll miss you.
Thank you, Mrs. Bell. We love you and we miss you.
Rhonda, we have been friends for a long, long time, and I am going to personally miss you as a teacher, and I know the students will miss you as well. I know that you have had a great impact because I know your heart for these students and your desire to see them learn and teach and love the Lord. You are just a special person to all of us, and we are going to definitely miss you.
Thanks, Mrs. Morrison, for all the hard work and effort you've put into Grace over the years. I know my class in particular had a ton of fun and fond memories in your class our freshman year. Thanks again.
Rhonda, I just want to express how humbled I am and really thankful for your service at Grace. I can tell you a very brief story about my first day back at Grace as a teacher. I was nervous. It felt weird to be back since I was a Grace graduate. And I saw Rhonda, and I called her Mrs. Morrison, and she made sure that that wasn't going to happen again, that she was Rhonda, she was my colleague. And I always felt that respect from her and just the support. Love you and praying for you, and just thank you so much.
Rhonda, I've enjoyed my years of working with you here at Grace. Having my desk near you in the workroom so that we had lots of opportunities for conversation, for interaction. I love you in the Lord, and I will miss having you here.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Morrison. It's been a pleasure to have you teaching me, and I hope you enjoy your retirement.
Rhonda, just want to thank you so much for your service at Grace. I love thinking back at my time as a student where you were a teacher. We've worked together. I've been your principal, which you tolerated really graciously, and I've just really appreciated your friendship, your professionalism, and for your service at Grace. Thank you so much.
Rhonda Morrison. I think of a scripture, Proverbs 20 verse 6. It says, a faithful person who can find. And I worked at Grace Christian School, I know at least probably 20 years with Rhonda, who knows how many. But when I think about Rhonda and the association I had with her working here at the school and just seeing her life, I can think of the word consistent, steadfast, unmovable, persistent. And I guess the one word that would override all that would be the word faithful. And I believe one day, Rhonda, you will hear the accolade that all servers of the Lord would like to hear, and that is, well done, good and faithful servant. God bless you, Rhonda, in the days ahead.
Hi, Rhonda. Hello from Wilmington, North Carolina. Congratulations on retiring from teaching. 30 years is impressive, and I am grateful to have learned middle school science from you. Little did I know at that time that I would myself one day be a middle school science teacher as my first real job, or perhaps I would have paid better attention in class. I appreciated your commitment to your students at Grace Christian, and I have fond memories of the old Stonewall Jackson school building. I'm wishing you and your family a wonderful next chapter, and congratulations once again.
Thank you for teaching all three of my boys while they were at Grace. When I asked Nathan what his favorite memory was of you, he remembered that you taught him in his environmental science class, and he ended up majoring in that because of the passion that you stirred in him, and he is currently majoring in environmental science at JMU. Rhonda, thank you for your influence on my boys. Happy retirement, and may God bless you.